Very happy to be joined now by one of the newest members of the Browns, defensive end Chase Winovich. And Chase, first of all, welcome to Cleveland. Welcome to the Browns.
So fired up to be here.
So how did this go? How did you kind of find out this is, because it's different, right? It's a trade. So somebody comes and says, hey, you're now a Cleveland Brown. Kind of walk me through what happened and kind of your first thoughts.
I was down in Boston, and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to go down and get a workout into the facilities. And like it was in all my workout gear. They're like, hey, they want to speak to you. I got the news, and obviously there's mixed emotions anytime you go through such a life event. But I was, ecstatic, from the moment I was talking to my family and the proximity to my family in Pittsburgh and Toledo, and to be a Cleveland Brown it's a real honor. I'm so excited. The dog pound, baby, let's go.
Let's go. You know the passionate fan base. And listen,
I love the passion.
And you've been in this area, as you mentioned, you have family here. You play your college ball at Michigan. You know what football means in the state of Ohio. So to kind of get back into this region, that's something you're pretty excited about?
Like I said, I'm right, dead smack in the middle, 2 hours, both sides by my family, and just the passion for the Cleveland Browns. I had no idea so many people were so fired up about the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, yes.
And like just getting connected with some of my teammates, DPJ and Miles.
Fine man, DPJ.
Exactly. It's awesome. I'm seriously couldn't be more excited.
So I imagine one of the first things when this happens is you were like, okay, you want to go talk to your position coach, Chris Kiffin, and say, what are you guys kind of envisioning for me, or defensive coordinator Joe Woods? So kind of how did that go, and what do you kind of see your role as coming here to the Browns?
Yeah, the meetings went really well, but ultimately it's they're pretty open-minded in terms of like the utility of me, and I'm pretty open-minded in terms of like what I'm willing to do. I just want to help us. I feel that sincerely, and I just want to help us win.
Yeah.
And that's it. Simple as that.
That's what it's about in this league, certainly.
Hit people, play hard, be disciplined in my assignment, and win. And
listen, you put on the tape 11 sacks your first 2 seasons. I know you're battling through some injuries last year and things in the NFL, they change. But you go back to 2019, 2020, you can get after the quarterback, and you seem to enjoy getting after the quarterback.
Exactly. And like on a personal note, I feel that I've gone through a tremendous amount of growth and development, and that sort of thing is tougher to measure. It's like, especially as a football player, it's like what travels within cannot stand still without. And I just know that on a physical note, as a football player, I'm only getting better as a football player. I'm only getting more athletic. I am only increasing my knowledge and understanding of the game, and all of those little things will add up separately. And I hope to reap the fruit of that hard work this fall.
Is it wild to think about? You go back to when you get drafted and the excitement of that, and you come in and listen, 5.5 sacks as a rookie, that's like, oh, the game's kind of coming pretty easy to me. And then all of a sudden you go through the highs, and then you have a low in the sense you're traded. But on the flip side, that is, hey, there's another organization in this league that says, I want you right now in our building.
Exactly.
How does that kind of like going through that journey, and what have you learned really in those last 3 years?
I just think that just in society in general, we always look at things as like, this is good, this is bad, this is a success, this is a failure. It's like we chop things up into these two extremes. But the problem is that when you do that, you leave out the room for possibility. And the possibility is on the other side of fear or anxiety, or like what if, it's like is possibility. Like I said, it's like the potential and what that can be ultimately is going to fall on me. There's certain things that fall on my lap and my plate, and certain things that don't. And this opportunity is one that I want to take advantage of and make the best possible.
Yeah, and I'm sure you will. And one thing that when you talk to the guys who come in who are going to be rushing the passer for this organization, it's always nice to have a guy like Myles Garrett out there with you. And he's going to occupy a few people, and if you can go win your one-on-one, typically you got a good chance to get home.
Exactly. Just I find playing football isn't even the hardest part about playing in the NFL. From my experience, it's it's all the little stuff and putting it all together and doing it day in, day out, week after week. There's such a tremendous opportunity playing alongside Myles and the rest of the guys that playing football is, like I said, something that I love to do. I think is something I was put on this earth to do, and I want to do it as best that I can for as long as I can.
What do you love about the game?
I would say that there's nothing quite like it in terms of its ability to provide a sense of freedom to me. It's like, you know, it's not about the money. It's not about the exposure. It's you know, for me, I just love playing football. I just love being out there and like that, the exhilaration and the thrill of like, you know, going against and battling people and like chasing down quarterbacks and like all that stuff is something you work the entire year for. But it's those little moments that that make it so special.
What's something you would want Browns fans to know about you that maybe they wouldn't know just from, you know, putting you on tape or going and looking you up on the Wikipedia?
I don't really know. I just I hope they can get all the information they need to know about me from watching me play on Sundays this year.
That's right. Leave it all on the field. Well,
Exactly.
Chase, we're excited to have you here. Welcome to the Browns. I'm looking forward to seeing you get out on the field and leave that impression on everybody who roots for this team.
Exactly.